My job as CEO of Goldfields is an incredible job to do. It takes me around the world to different places, but it's with great pleasure that I return to Ghana. I've been very fortunate to be able to visit Ghana for the last 25 years. What an incredible journey over the last 25 years. One of the reasons I'm wearing this jacket today is to commemorate that 25 years that we recently celebrated. Thank you. Mr. Alfred Baku talked about Goldfields being a global company. And just to put that into context, we are number 6 in the world today in terms of global production. We are in the top 10 in terms of market value. So we truly are a global leader in the gold industry today. Now, over the period of time that we've been in Ghana, we've taken our operations here from back in 1998, that was a mine at Tarkwa that was to be, to today, producing on a managed basis over 900,000 ounces a year. Back in 1998, it was virtually nothing. So an incredible journey over that period of time. Over that period of time, we've taken our employees to around 7,000. That's around 7,000 people impacted by our operations. You know as well that all of those employees create opportunities for others around us to benefit. For every job we create, there are multiple dependents. For every direct job, there are multiple indirect jobs through suppliers, both upstream and downstream. So the benefit for the region and the country over this period of time has been profound. I must say, one of the things that occupied my mind for quite some time coming up to Ghana was looking at the fact that we had Tarkwa and Damang close to each other, but yet far because of the infrastructure and the lack of an adequate road to get backwards and forwards. And that often meant that supplies took longer to get here. Employees who maybe wanted to work from one mine and they moved to another, or live at one mine, work at another, took too long to get here. Suppliers took too long to get their goods and services to us. And so, of course, we had a safety issue, we had a cost issue. So we dreamt that one day, maybe we could make a real contribution, not just to improving the safety and health and efficiencies of our mining operations, but also to affect the communities around us. And we did some work. We've assessed there's about 40,000 people in our communities that will be affected by the road. And it's pleasing to see already we're seeing an impact. So why are we doing this? We're doing this, first of all, because we think it's going to improve the safety and health of everybody who uses these roads, employees and others. And also, it's going to result in a multiplier effect. In other words, it's going to create feeder industries that first and foremost will serve our mines, not just our mines, but other mines in the area. And then in time, these businesses will actually flourish in their own right. They won't need us. They'll create additional industry over time. So I think this is a pivotal moment in our existence. So sometimes you dream about things, and one day you're standing here and it becomes a reality. So we're immensely proud that we could be a part of this in this public-private partnership between ourselves and government to put this road into effect. Just bear in mind too, the impact it's going to have. Right now, around 70% of our employees come from the communities in the area. About 25% of our procurement comes from communities in the area. This is going to create the foundation for us to do more. The one thing I must just remind people is when we've got such a good road, of course, people want to drive a little bit faster. Now, some of you will know that the number one value in Goldfields is that if we cannot mine safely, we will not mine. Can we also just broaden that a little bit, not just to Goldfields, but to community members, suppliers, that if we cannot drive safely, we will not drive. You know, thank you. I think the one tragedy that we must avoid is a situation where we improve the road and people drive too fast, and then all of a sudden, you know, we have very tragic fatalities or injuries on the road. So let's bear that in mind, that we've got to be careful on what we do here. So the one other benefit of having this road, and I look at this golf course, and I'm a golfer too, like many of you, the fact that we're having it here is a great thing. The road, of course, opens up access to things like the golf club. And I understand that since the road has been completed, the rounds of golf, in fact, have increased here, which is going to be good for the golf club, good for youngsters who want to learn how to play golf, and creates the whole balanced lifestyle that we talked about at the beginning. You know, work hard, play hard, let's have a good life balance. So the road, I think, is also going to enable us to do that. So we're excited about what's happening here. Goldfields looks forward to doing more in the area and really making sure that our operations are integral to everything that the community stands for, that the mines are not islands, they are part of the whole society in the area. And I think you'll find with this investment we've made, that's going to put us in a great spot for that. I do want to just thank, in closing, a couple of people in particular. I want to thank Mr. Alfred Baku, our Regional VP, Head of West Africa, for his vision and his courage in supporting the group objectives in making this day possible. And no one is more committed to this area and to the country than Mr. Alfred Baku. A word of appreciation, thanks to him, please. Thank you, Alfred. And then also, as Alfred mentioned, Hans de Beer has taken his day job and added a night shift to it over about 2 years to really make this happen. And having to take over a project that had already commenced is not easy. But he took over a project that had commenced, and in fact he changed the scope. And the objective we set for Hans is build us a road that's going to last for a long time. We don't want to find we build a road and within 5-6 years, with all the wear and tear, all of a sudden the road is not as good as it was and we're almost back to where we were. So we set him a target, build a road that will last. We're a company that believes in sustainability in everything that we do. And we want a sustainable road, a safe road. Hans has built us a safe and sustainable road for many years to come.